What's up, everybody? It's Walter Jim, and let's go ahead and do the game review for Kena Bridge of Spirits, which came out in 2021. And this will contain no spoilers, so you don't have to worry if you've not played this game. And you can let me know what you thought of this game if you have played it in the comment section below with no spoilers. As like I said, this is a non-spoiler review. So we'll talk about the good, then we'll talk about the bad, and we'll talk about the verdict. What I'll rate this game out of 10. So this game took me in total 12 days, a dozen days to complete this game, and it won the best indie game, well, an independent game of 2021 indie game. But indie is short for independent. So and that's really cool, the fact that it won an award. And I feel that this game definitely deserved to win some sort of reward. I feel like that reward's the one that it deserved to win the most for me. I actually voted for that one, being the best indie game of 2021, considering it's probably the only indie game I've ever played, if not one of the first it is for me. So for the good, we'll start off with the graphics. I absolutely love the graphics in this game. It looks like a Pixar film, and I don't say that in a bad way, I really say that in a good way. It's just the graphics are absolutely incredible in this game, and it just feels like you're just watching a Pixar movie. The graphics are that amazing. Also, the attention to detail in the game as well is also incredible. And I really enjoy the gameplay. The gameplay is nothing 100% unique or anything, but I still thought the gameplay was very enjoyable, and I had a blast playing this game for pretty much all of it. I was enjoying playing this game for. Maybe not for pretty much all of it, but for a lot of it, I was really enjoying this game. So I also want to talk about the abilities Kana gets. All of them are really enjoyable, and they're all done really well for me. I also really like the rots in this game, and I really care about them as characters, even though they're not really characters. They don't really have too much of a personality. I still do really care about them. And I thought the rots are just usually really cool here. To me, it's what makes the gameplay more unique than it would be. Because I think without the rots, the gameplay might get a bit boring after a while. The rots really just, in my opinion, save the gameplay, and I feel like it makes the gameplay really enjoyable for me. I think the rots are used really well here. There are puzzles that they're used for. There's just all sorts of different things you'd be using the rots for, and I do love that about the game. I also just, speaking of the puzzles, I just love the puzzles in this game. I think they're all really fun. Some of them may be a little bit too tricky, but I felt like for the most part I did really enjoy the puzzles in this game. And the boss fights, they were really fun. They were actually really enjoyable. And I felt like they were the perfect difficulty. They weren't too easy. They weren't too tough. I felt like they were the perfect difficulty for the boss fights. And oh my god, the music for this game, the music and the soundtrack is just absolutely incredible. It's breathtaking, really, and I really wouldn't mind just watching all the cutscenes again because of how amazing the graphics look. And I wouldn't mind just listening to the music because it's just absolutely, the music for this game is just absolutely incredible. I don't really got too much else really to say about it other than just it's amazing music, and it really goes well with the game. In terms of the collectibles, there is a great amount of them, and there's quite a varied amount of things you're going to be collecting. There's not a huge amount of varied stuff, and I feel like maybe the collectibles could be done a bit better, but I still thought the collectibles were enjoyable to collect here. And I thought the game was quite emotional. It did get to me quite well. I only got to me emotionally when it came to the music and when it came to the ending of the game. It did get to me a bit. But that's really all I'm going to say for the good. Overall, I did have an absolute blast playing this game. I can go on and on, talk about how amazing the graphics are, especially in this game, and the gameplay is really enjoyable, and then the music's just absolutely amazing as well. But now we'll move on to the bad for this game. So for the bad, the map doesn't show you where the collectibles are. It only shows you the collectibles you've already got. To me, that's a problem. It's not like this is the only game to do this. A lot of video games with collectibles do this. It is quite handy that it shows the ones you've already got. So if you do look at someone to do the walk to get all the collectibles, you can see which ones you collected. But I would like it more if you were able to see the collectibles you haven't collected rather than seeing the ones you have. Also, I feel like the story could be better. I feel that there wasn't really too much of a story to me, but I still did quite like the story. I just felt like it had potential to maybe be even better than just a good story for me. And I think it would be nice if Kana, the main character in the game, if she had a bit more of a backstory to make her an even better character, because it could have made the game even more emotional than it felt like it was for the ending for me. But I still did enjoy the character of Kana, but I still felt that there was a lot I didn't really know about her. She was quite a mysterious character. And that's just really all gonna say for the bad. Not really too many negatives, but they are still worth mentioning. For the verdict, I recommend this game to people who like Pixar. Just for the amazing graphics, and for people who like platformers, and for indie games in general. And if this is the first indie game you would have played, I'd highly recommend this to be the first one, because I don't think I'd played any indie games up to this point. But I did overall really enjoy this game, and I'd rate it 8.5 out of 10, and I highly recommend it. So that's really all I'm going to say here. Again, I had an absolute blast playing this game. There are still some problems with it, so I don't feel like it's an amazing game. And I just overall just really enjoy the game. I thought the gameplay wouldn't have been anything too unique, but I still really enjoyed it. And just the music and the graphics to me are at a whole new level, in my opinion. But that's really all I'm going to say here. Again, you can let me know what you thought of the game in the comment section below. But no spoilers, as this is a non-spoiler review. And that's really all I'm going to say here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next video. And until then, peace out and ciao.